Donald Trump, United States, is compromised by Israel. Not what I'm saying, it is actually coming from United States itself. How is that possible and what happened? I will break it down everything for you in this video. But just to let you know, Donald Trump is compromised. He is in big trouble. But before I move on, just to remind you, if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Let's focus on this particular news first. CENTCOM announced that U.S. forces shot down 4 Iranian one-way attack drones and subsequently struck Iranian coastal surveillance radar sites in Uruk and Al-Qism Island. The U.S. characterizes these actions as defensive measures to protect regional maritime traffic. And I said in my previous videos, this is not how warfare works. If you are going to be going to a negotiation ending a war, that's not how you end a war. You don't go back and forth. Oh, self-defense, so I had to strike. Oh, ceasefire. Oh, negotiate. No, this is absolutely all over the place for Donald Trump. Not looking good at all. Now, Iranian response, how Iranian responded to this attack on the 4 drones. Iranian state media Mehr denied the reports of clashes in Bandar Abbas and claimed that Iranian forces were actually firing warning shots at U.S. warships rather than sending drones to attack. In other words, Iran is saying, no, nothing of those things happened that CENTCOM is reporting. Now, Donald Trump stated that Iranian military has been totally destroyed, quote unquote, claiming they have only 21 to 22% of their missile capacity remaining. But then again, you see the next moment, Iran is attacking United States and left and right, even though their military, their forces, their capabilities are gone. But yeah, Donald Trump, that's what he says. Mohsin Rezai, a military advisor to the supreme leader at Mujtaba Khamenei, stated that negotiations are at a standstill. And this is not a good news for Donald Trump. He indicated, Rezai from Iran, that Iran will not proceed until U.S. unfreezes $24 billion in assets as a gesture of good faith, a demand the U.S. has not met. Now, reports surfaced that Trump's envoys, Witkoff and Jared Kushner, I call them Tom and Jerry, met with experts at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory regarding potential nuclear negotiations. So they are meeting high officials. Though the current climate of military exchange cast doubt on the progress of these talks, and quote, stance of Iranian leadership, Iran currently refuses to meet with Trump and asserts that he must make decisions independent of Israel to achieve any diplomatic breakthrough. Now, let's talk about Israel, because we have seen how Iran, they have objected to the fact that Donald Trump is taking advice from Benjamin Netanyahu, and that's not what Iran wants. So what else the Zionist fake state of Israel is doing? Well, we have now a report from Pentagon. Okay, Pentagon reported to elevate Israel's spying threat level to critical. The Pentagon's Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, has raised its counterintelligence threat assessment for Israel to quote-unquote critical amid escalating tensions between Washington and Israel over the conflict with Iran, U.S. media reports. In other words, Pentagon, the reason they're elevating the threat level coming from Israel is because something big happened. Something big has to happen, because we know Washington, Tel Aviv, they have very good relationship. In fact, we have seen reports talking about how IDF, Israeli forces, will be merged with United States military. So they will be, both of them will be one. There will be no longer Israeli forces or American forces. It will be United States of Israeli forces. And now you have a report saying that Israel is spying on us, so we have to elevate the threat level to critical. Something big has to happen, or it is a complete BS. But I think something big happened, because Israel, they cannot trust. Remember, Israel will never trust United States when it comes to ending war with Iran. They do not. The Zionist fake state of Israel, they do not want US to stop this war with Iran. They want this to continue on for as long as it takes. And the neocon Nazis in Washington, like Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, these people, Paul Singer, Miriam Edelson, they are going to spend all their money, their efforts, whatever is needed to continue this war. So I think Trump is saying, no, look, people are going to kick me out of my office. They're going to remove me because of this war, so I have to end it. But the neocons Nazis in Washington, they're saying, oh, you cannot do that. And therefore now Israel is like, okay, let me actually put a camera on Donald Trump and US officials to see what they're doing, what they're discussing. Yes, what they're even talking is getting recorded by Israel, according to Pentagon. Citing two US officials and one former official, the report states that the DIA posted an internal message detailing the change. So they even went ahead and detailed it and let people know that they're doing it. Wow. Okay. So, which was viewed by one current officials. The designation stems from growing concerns within the Pentagon that Israel was making a targeted effort to surveil top US officials. According to the sources, this surveillance was aimed at gathering intelligence on the Trump administration's internal deliberations and decision-making regarding Middle East conflicts. The DIA assessment included a 7-page document and featured a specific chart, one of the current US officials said. The document noted that Israel's capabilities to conduct both human espionage and technical information collection had reached a quote-unquote critical level. The official added that the document also identified a series of specific incidents that heightened U.S. concerns. The U.S. already takes, quote, extra precautions when visiting Israel. Wow, shocking. One of the current U.S. officials was quoted as saying, they are well known to aggressively collect, the officials said of Israel. Wow, all of a sudden what happened? You love Israel. You go to Israel, you kiss the wall, and then all of a sudden, oh, Israel is spying on us. We have to take extra precaution. I mean, again, as I said, there has to be something significant that happened for which U.S. is freaking out. Pentagon is freaking out because they have given too much access to the Zionist fake state of Israel. Or it could be a complete BS. Like Axios published a report, Donald Trump shouting at Netanyahu, telling him that everybody hates you, all of this nonsense coming from Axios and Fox News. They're most of the time complete BS. This time, if a Pentagon is so worried of Israel and they're making it public, U.S. officials, I mean, I have never seen U.S. officials talking against Israel and their evil work inside of Pentagon, inside of U.S. military and U.S. government administration. The way they're doing it right now, they have never done that as far as I remember. Okay, they're going openly about it and not looking good for the fake state of Israel. Of course, then you have IRGC. They are threatening Donald Trump that enemy bases in the region is attacked, hitting them with aerospace missiles. In a statement carried by semi-official Tasnim news agency, the United States military said Iran fired seven missiles at the Gulf neighbors Kuwait and Bahrain, but none reached their targets. We'll talk more about the war developments, guys. If you're new to this channel,